Hi, my name is Magnus, and this is my walkthrough of my code for the first HandIn in computer graphics programming. The first part of the walkthrough will be the help header file. This first image shows the identifiers. It also includes the XML libraries, and lastly it checks to see if this is a Windows application. If yes, it defines the two following lines and ends the definitions. This next part of the code runs through the XML file and recursively returns node pointers. This piece of code gets the property from a node in a string format and returns said property. This code converts the properties of said strings to a float. Much like the last piece of code, this one converts the property of a string format into a free array float. Same as the last code, just except for a free array float, this is a 4 array float. Much like the last two pieces of code, except this is a dynamic float array, which means the size of the array can change dynamically, and it returns the size of the array. Same as the last piece of code shown, except for a float array, this is an int array. It also returns the size array as the last piece of code did. This is the beginning of the file where the different includes are defined. This includes standard library, OpenGlut, the PNG text and XML header files. This is the different global variables needed in the main file. These are used to define everything from background color to material, color of the material, size, shape and location of the figure. This piece of code initiates the OpenGlut and creates a window in 800 times 450 pixels and names it HandIn 1 Magnus Rasmussen 2010-50-43 and sets the background color to black. This is the entire draw function. This is what draws the figure. The draw function takes the global variables defined earlier. The reshape function defines how the figure is rotated compared to our window view. The second part sets the Q key as a kill switch. This piece of code loads the data from the XML file. Remember the node pointers that was displayed in the beginning? Those properties were put into floats and float arrays. These are being used here. The last lines frees up the document, letting the program know that we are done with it. This is the main function which runs all the other functions from the main file. Last we have the PNG text header file. Basically this header file's purpose is to define and bind the texture to the figure and enable the texture through the main file.